some things for the team. Sometimes you can't be the man. At other times you're going to be the man, and you got to come to terms with that. So you learn how to do that. There's so many life skills that you learn from the game, and I want my son to experience that. Now I'm aware that there are some dangers, and if he has a concussion, then it might be time for him and I to sit down and have a discussion. Long term, do we continue to do this or not? I know it does, and it creates balance, and it keeps defenses, on their toes, and it creates things, for a young quarterback, and it helps a young quarterback to develop, the way that he should develop.
Carson Wentz never got any of the gifts last year that Dak got. And so I applaud Monday Morning Quarterback, because this will be, a lot of people will criticize it, but I believe Wentz actually is a better quarterback than Dak. I think they'll both end up top 10. I absolutely believe within 3 years. I don't think Kyrie's ever badmouthed LeBron.
I'm just saying, it makes sense then for Kyrie to want out, and so LeBron can't be mad that Kyrie wants out if he's doing those things.
Okay, forget the whole man thing. It's just a bad decision. Number one, if Kyrie stayed for one more year and LeBron left, Kyrie is the sympathetic figure.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not saying he didn't have a right to leave. I'm just saying it's a big mistake. Wait a year, get to another final, LeBron leaves, you are then Westbrook. You're going to get the MVP votes because, God, you believe LeBron left. Number two is, Kyrie demanding football players I've met and know. There are just men that are drawn to it. They are drawn to risky jobs, to being daredevils, to working on oil rigs, to being cops, to running in buildings when they're on fire. It is part of the American culture. 69% of us don't take our sick days. I don't think football should be played forever, but I think it should be played. All right, here's a guy. Christine's gonna love this guest.
Of course.
Let's bring on one-time rabble-rouser.
That wouldn't bother you, and Kyrie being his own man, I admire that.
This is the opposite of him having ego and pride, because he's going against what the mainstream media wants him to do.
Which is to stay there and just go along for the ride. Oh, you're crazy. How could you leave LeBron? I think it's a defining moment, and it says a lot. Even the whole reports talk about LeBron's upset that Kyrie's hurt his image because he doesn't want to play with the...
I can't talk about players. I've never talked to a player that I didn't have empathy. Now, you're talking to somebody here that if y'all have done one thing in my time, and to criticize me, is how I will back up a player to a fault. You've done it. You've done it for years. But I will back them up to a fault so that when we do make it...
He's played in the league for so long, for so many different teams, and never won a championship. And I know that's something, obviously, every guy wants at least one. I'm just happy that it worked out, that he could be let go from Atlanta and go to the Timberwolves, which hopefully is a better situation for him.
Yeah, life turned out pretty good for him. That's going to be really fun in Minnesota.
Yeah, it'll be really fun, but they're not going to win a championship. And how much longer does Jamal have to play?
There were a lot of games.